Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution with me, Balthelion. So today we're just opposite the Alice Garden pods on the eastern side of town. So in the Qui-Gon district over here, and we're going to go slightly north into an area we haven't been yet, to kind of like this lower level area. And we're going to go to the limb clinic, which is where we need to meet a contact. Just follow this street round. Now, it's always worth going to the limb clinics and all the towns that you do encounter, because you can always buy some additional praxis points.
Do you know what a limb clinic is?
Yes, Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza.
Sir.
So here we go. So you can always get a few extra, skill points to spend on special abilities and stuff. Now we have a contact in here. We're going to have to say some stupid kind of code work to make sure he recognises us. Why is there a chav working behind the counter? Let's jump the queue.
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
So it can be professional, dismissive, or impatient. So professional is what we're supposed to be saying to him, something about death and life, or we can take the piss, death and taxes. Let's just play it cool.
Death and life have their determined appointments.
What? Oh, and riches and honors depend upon heaven. Very good.
Right, what now?
Shh. They have eyes and ears everywhere. Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
Shady bloke. Anyway, let's speak to the proper professional woman.
Lim International welcomes you. You are preferred client? Select what you want from computer.
So what have we got? We can buy items. We have 6,000 credits. I mean, this is meant to be like, literally like a prosthesis clinic or whatever, but they're selling ammo for like an explosive prosthesis thing we can get. Let's not worry too much about that because we don't actually have that skill yet. Consumables, we just have loads of crap we don't care about, and general augmentations, a praxis kit. So they always cost 5,000 unless you can get them on the cheap. They do have 2 available, so hopefully I will have enough credits to buy the second one before we leave Hong Kong, but I will grab that.
You're very welcome, sir.
Exit the shop, and then we can tab. We have 2 available praxis points because we must have got a skill point as well. So, what do we got? Could really go for a bit of everything really. So the radar system we can upgrade. We can double the radar range to 50 meters. Targets will also be displayed as soon as they are in range. Visually acquiring them is no longer required. That could be quite useful, especially if we're going into a harder place. Achievement unlocked, transhumanist. I must have spent a certain amount of points. Hacking add-on. I suppose we might as well complete the hacking tree and enable us to hack level 5 terminals. And then nothing can stand in our way, hopefully. So exit that, and let's go meet the guy outside. So he said he'd be downstairs just behind the limb clinic.
It doesn't happen often.
Over here! Come on now! I'm relieved to know they sent a professional, at least.
That makes 2 of us.
Right. Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, There is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
No.
A little piece of advice. When attempting to extort money from someone, don't give them what they want before trying to rip them off.
What? What? You mean you aren't going to pay? But I risked everything to get you that file.
Chalk it up to a learning experience and move on.
You scoundrel! You will regret this someday. You just mock my words.
See you later, X.
Ha, fuck you. Okay, so we need to give that back to Malik, if I'm not mistaken. Guess I should read it and see what we're dealing with here. So, is that... There we go. Blah 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 blah. Autopsy report. Cranial injuries. Asphyxia by seizure. Lots of brain damage. Blah 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 blah. And she was killed when she was pregnant, so...
Malik, I just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malik?
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
And do what?
Get proof. Get something. I'm sending you the coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
I heard you can only work.
So that apartment is going to be probably, yeah, on the Yuzhou district on the other side of town, so I will meet you guys there. Okay, so we're back just inside the Yuzhou district again, so once again we're going to climb up the ladder to get upstairs. And then his apartment should just be just behind us. So in here, gonna have to hack our way in. Security rating 3. Okay, so we need to get to the top right. We need to go in via this one, and the 3 in the middle, and this one. Okay. So off we go. I don't think I'm going to get through this in time. Oh, yes I am, just in time. There we are. Okay. Save that. We're going in. Find Lee's apartment. We need to find Lee. Lee's not home right now.
Malik, I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart enough to properly cover his tracks, so look around. Maybe you can find something suspicious.
Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe Lee washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here.
So again, we just have to keep looking around the apartment. Anything that's got some kind of interaction, just use it. So I don't think there's anything else in this room. We can hack into his computer, I guess. Security rating 2. Oh god, this is a complicated one. Okay, so we're going to have to go up and around the top. Get the bonus XP. Get the spam. Get more bonus XP. Get more spam. And complete it. There we go. Maximum hack.
Access granted.
Okay, so I've looted some items as well, but I don't actually have room in my bags. Blah 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 blah. So he's got an email from his father who is disgusted with his disgraceful behaviour. So he's been dishonouring the family with his whoremongering, and he's going to be cut off from his inheritance unless he did something about it. So that's probably the motive.
Malik. It looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find.
Hey, Lee, baby. Can't wait to see you tonight. But I'm stuck at work. I know, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, baby. I promise. I'll meet you at the Hive, okay? Just don't get a party started without me. I want you all to myself tonight.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything. Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lee's as dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the Hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're inside the Hive nightclub then, so let's see what we're going to do.
Malik, I'm in the Hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
Simple enough. Okay, so where is Lee? I'm guessing he's going to be somewhere a bit quieter and out of the way, so let's try upstairs first. Civilian. Here we go.
What you want, Chrome boy?
Is your name Lee Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, it's off! I already told all you narcos all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
If you ain't police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition. I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Cause unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
Alright. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
So, what was it? Is it inconclusive? It was falsified, I guess.
Because the police report itself was falsified. Why else would that be, if not to cover up a weak alibi?
Man, you gotta be kidding me. That's some weak-ass shit right there.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place.
High as a kite, drugged out of her mind. Oh, I don't know what she said. Drunk?
You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk. We both know that isn't true.
Man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit and your story was a lie, then how did Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how?
The antique clock.
By hitting her in the head with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation, something to fuel your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy? Bell Tower. Your family's sizable investments in Bell Tower assured they would turn a blind eye to any of your run-ins with the law, no matter how serious.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee. But only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know! Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her. I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee.
There's gonna be no monies.
Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my God, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
Okay, so I think we'll round up that episode there then, and next episode we're going to start with hacking that terminal. So see you guys then.